August the 13th, Srinagar, Kashmir. 4 persons were killed and more than 100 people injured in police and CRPF firing across North Kashmir on Friday. Paramilitary personnel also fired upon protesters in Srinagar, injuring 3 persons. With today's fatality, the death toll in the police and CRP action in the fresh cycle of protests that started on June 11th has gone up to 56. The victims, including 26 teenagers, 2 among them 9-year-old and 2 girls. 2 youths were killed and 2 other wounded when paramilitary CRPF troopers resorted to indiscriminate firing on a procession at Bommai Sopore Friday afternoon. Residents of Lagarpura were identified as Arif Ahmad Mir, son of Maqsood Mir, 18, and Samir Ahmad Lone, son of Muhammad Maqbool, 25. The injured were identified as Shakir Ahmad Ganai and Ramiz Ahmad Lone. Massive protest broke out in the area and its neighborhood as people staged pro-freedom and anti-Indian demonstrations against the killing. Large reinforcement of police and CRPF was rushed to the area to deal with the protesters. A teenager was killed and 3 others injured, and a 60-year-old woman injured when paramilitary CRPF opened fire on a group of Namazis heading towards a masjid to offer their prayers in Trihgam town early this morning. They were confronted by CRPF personnel on the grounds that curfew was in force in the area. CRPF men caught hold of one of them, Abdul Sattar Sheikh Mozin, of the masjid and started thrashing him ruthlessly, eyewitness said. This, they said, led to an argument. The CRPF men opened fire, killing a teenager, injuring others. The deceased has been identified as Mudassir Ahmad Zargar, 16, son of Ghulam Hassan Zargar, resident of Trigram. Among the injured were 60-year-old Jana Begum, wife of Muhammad Siddiq Malik. Doctor said she has a firearm injury in her right leg and has been referred to Srinagar. After the firing and news about the death of a teenager, massive protest broke out. However, people didn't relent and came out in a large number carrying the body of a youth. They raised pro-freedom slogans and marched toward Trigram Chowk. A 65-year-old civilian was killed and 5 others wounded in 2 separate incidents of firing in Patan and Palihalan on Friday. Policemen and CRPF troopers fired upon protesters this morning in Patan town, wounding Ali Muhammad Khande, Nazir Ahmad and Javed Ahmad. Khande was hit in the head and was shifted to Sikkim's, where he succumbed to injury in the afternoon. Meanwhile, 2 youths were critically wounded in Palihalan Patan when police and CRPF men fired upon the protesters after Friday prayers, and their condition is stated to be critical. Meanwhile, in Srinagar, 3 persons were injured in Old City area of Navhatta, Khaniar, Naupura when troopers of paramilitary CRPF opened fire on protesters after Friday prayers. Massive protest demonstration erupted in the town area after the prayers, at which intensified by the afternoon. Youth staged protest at Shiraz Chowk, Khaniar, Ranawari, Naupura, Zaldagar and Bohrikadal localities. A police statement said that the police and troops exhibited restraint but had to fire when mob did not pay any heed to repeated calls for dispersal. All roads lead to the historic Jamia Masjid here on Friday as thousands of people offered prayers there after 6 weeks of continuous restrictions. The call for Jamia Chalo was given by Hurriyat Conference M Chairman Mirwais Umar Farooq, who has accused the government of snatching religious rights of Kashmiris and urged people to defy curfew and offer prayers at Central Jamia Masjid. Though the authorities has lifted restrictions in the old city today, Mirwais, who was released for the house arrest after over a month, prayed for the 53 youths and teenagers who were killed in the past over the 2 months. Reacting to the statement of Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, Mirwais said peace can't be restored in the valley till the killing of innocent continues and aspiration of Kashmiris were fulfilled. He said if New Delhi was serious to restore peace, it should unconditionally accept the conditions including withdrawal of troops for civil areas, revocation of ASPA, and release all political prisoners and youths. Mirwais also reject economic package, jobs, autonomy as solution to Kashmir dispute. Mirwais urged people to continue the peaceful protest and carry the civil disobedience program to the other districts. Those who are of the option that the protest will calm down during Ramadan are living in a fool's paradise. In this holy month, which is full of blessing, let us resolve to intensify the movement for self-determination. Meanwhile, the chairman of Hurriyat Conference G. Said Ali Shah Gilani has asked people to observe complete shutdown on Saturday against the killing of 4 persons by troopers and police on Friday. Gilani, who was admitted in the intensive care unit ICU at SKIMS Soura this afternoon after he complained about breathlessness, termed a civil killing at Trahgam, Sopore and Patan as barbaric. Troopers have been given a license to undertake genocide of Kashmiris. In the present situation, when our youths are being killed with impunity, we can't afford to have a relaxation in strikes. I urge the people to observe a complete shutdown on Saturday and stage demonstration, as a local news agency KNS quoted Gilani as have said.